Could Pennsylvania become the next state to ban the use of handheld devices while driving? Well, that's what lawmakers in the state are hoping to pass. But not everyone is on board.
Not for the reason of not wanting distracted driving to be mitigated in our Commonwealth, but thinking more about how this type of legislation will be implemented across our Commonwealth was a deep concern of mine.
On Tuesday, the State House of Representatives passed a bill that would make it illegal for a driver to use a cell phone while driving. State Representative Lindsey Powell says this legislation could negatively impact a wide range of Pennsylvanians.
I had a concern about the implications of how it's implemented and making it harder or really easier for officers to pull over low-income drivers. This bill necessitates that you have to have a hands-free set in your car. And for folks who have older models of cars, there's a concern about being pulled over for simply glancing at your phone.
Right now, Powell says she's against the bill, but would be on board as long as conversations are held on some people that would be impacted by the bill. She also cites rideshare drivers who are more inclined to use their phones while driving. If passed, Pennsylvania would join neighboring states in allowing police to cite a driver for using a cell phone when there's no other traffic violation. The bill would also add additional years onto a prison sentence if a driver gets in a wreck and it was found that they were texting or utilizing their phone. The passage of the bill comes as April is National Distracted Driving Awareness Month. PennDOT reports that 1 in 4 crashes involve distracted driving, resulting in 14,000 crashes annually statewide.
Distracted driving seriously contributes to the amount of crashes that we see here in Pennsylvania and the crashes that we see nationally. So it's really important that we stay focused because anything can happen on the road.
The Senate already passed the bill, but it does need to go back to the House for changes that were made on Tuesday before that vote, before it goes back to the Senate and heads to the governor's desk. Reporting from Wilkinsburg, Yasmin Rodriguez, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.